So my name is Emma Ridley, and I am currently training to take over the rec boss role at this year's winter camp. So I've never actually been like rec boss before. I'm still training it, and this will be my first event stepping into this role. But I have done rec team for 3 years now, something like that. So I've been doing like rec team things for quite a little bit now. So how I've been training for to be on rec in general throughout the years is like a lot of just like physical stuff of like working out beforehand to make sure that I have like the endurance and the energy to do all these like crazy rec games and stuff, as well as like going over, we have like a list of all the games and all the rules and everything, so just like rereading those every once in a while just to make sure that like she's locked and loaded, I know the rules to these games. Of course, like a lot of like prayer and just like, you know, seeking the Father about like what the weekend has in store, like what role he would like me to play in that. That's how I've been preparing to like be a rec team member, and I'm like very excited to see like what more will be added to the agenda to prepare stepping into this new role as rec boss. So winter camp is historically like a little bit more laid back and chill than summer. The games are usually easier to set up. We don't have as many, and so, but it's just a lot of like preparing, setting up the games, going over the team, like, hey, we're all on the same page with this game, right? And then honestly with winter camp, we have a lot more downtime, which is great because summer, I feel like we're very busy and like we're going. So at winter camp, it's really nice to like actually just hang out with the kids and like get to play games with them or like just sit down and talk with them. Meals, we don't have to rush to go to the next thing, so we can really like sit and enjoy ourselves with spending time with the youth. And then yeah, it's just a lot of setting up game, playing game, tearing down game, hang out with kids, go eat food, worship, set up game, play game, tear down game, worship. So because I've never been rec boss before, I'm very excited to see what my favorite part will be. I'm curious to see what that will look like. But just as a rec team member, my favorite part has always been like, first of all, I love running. One of my favorite activities, and I should get to run so much. But also just like really seeing the impact that like games and the teamwork and the bonding and like all this stuff has together, and how that plays into the spiritual side and how that plays into them growing and learning things. Like it's just really cool to see that like we play in this silly little game, but then like it connects things for them, and the Father initially like uses it and wraps it up and works all things for good. I would say definitely like be physically active, but also enjoy being physically active, because it is a lot of running. It is a lot of like manually setting things up. Like it is a very active role. So I'd say like not just like doing it, but enjoying that part of it. I would also say like really good communication skills, because rec team is a team. So like I'm sure as like just being in the team, but I'm sure like being like the head of the team, like it's a lot of like working out communication, like bringing everyone together and making sure we're all on the same pages with like game rules and such. And I would even go as far to say is like I think it would take a little bit of like understanding basic like body language and like how our emotions affect us and like what that looks like, because like when a kid is getting like really frustrated on the field, like you want to know how to diffuse that, but also how to wrangle it and bring it back. And then I guess like there would be some administration role, because you're like planning the games and you need to make sure that like you have all the things for all of the games, and that like you have allotted time for game, and you know you run through it and made sure that said game will fit in allotted time. So something I would say definitely is like being a part of rec team. I know when I first started doing it, sometimes I would get a little discouraged because I'm like, oh, I'm not with the kids as much, like I'm not pouring into their lives as much, and it just made me feel a little disconnected from them. But then throughout the years of doing this, of seeing the impact of like playing a game with them really like long term does have on their lives, and like hearing their testimonies about like, and hearing them come up to me and just talking about like how much like I don't know, like I have poured into them and I have affected them, but like sometimes it feels like I'm just playing a game with you, like I'm not, you know, pouring into you, but like seeing that it really does make a difference in their lives, and it really can be used in ministry, and the Father really does work it in like, you know, amongst all of the other things, and like it does have its place set in its plan for like the accordance of how things are going.